They're not dead yet, just dirty as a dog's dick. The Dirt Brigade podcast begins.
You know what?
Re-intro.
We got a re-intro. Technical difficulties
Yeah.
yet again.
Yeah.
We need a nerd here.
There's
All right, so
always-
we have your host. Oh, that's mirrored. Floyd. Fill the void, Floyd. And we have the Neverman, Darth Eldon.
Yo, what's going on? What's new with everybody?
Well, what's new with you, man? You're
Oh,
dad now.
shit. Some shit's new. I'll tell you that. You know, my favorite thing was that I wanted to get on here and talk about how crazy it actually fucking is to be a dad. Like, it's really cool because, like I was saying before, like, it's the first thing I ever felt like I was really good at.
Being a dad?
Yeah, because I've always done things that I was like, oh, I could do that.
But
you know?
your music and animation's tight.
Yeah, but like, you know, my point always was with my music, with everything I've done, is that anybody could literally do it. Like, I've used paint. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anybody could grab paint anything you
MS
want to
Paint.
paint, right?
Yeah.
So then you could go from one step further and realize that fucking whatever they call it, Microsoft, whatever, the fucking computer gives you also a fucking video editing program, right?
Yeah, Windows Movie Maker.
So then, why can't I just, like, all of a sudden, like, make my own little vocal things and fucking make my own cartoons, right?
Yeah.
So then you realize that all it is like a flip book. So everything to me came from, like, oh, dude, that dude's doing really cool flip book art. And I'm like, man, that's way harder.
Yeah.
You know what I
dude.
mean? Like, so then I was like, you know what would be easier? Just copy, paste. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then I found, as I was going through, and they're little things, because I remember getting into it, and I was like, dude, I got to draw an arm going this way. I got to draw an arm going that way. But then I realized, want to know the best technique? Want to know the best technique?
What's the best technique?
Fucking copy. Reverse.
Oh,
like
shit. Now
fucking
you got
reverse,
two arms?
dude.
Oh.
Two perfect arms, dude.
Genius.
Like, shit. Oh, yeah.
Genius.
Want me to trick you? You see the guy sitting over there like this?
Mm-hmm.
What if I reverse his body, put a different person's face on it? You have no clue. I just reused
The
the
asset.
fucking body that the asset. That's what they
Yeah.
call it in the
art world.
upper
Echelon.
echelon of art. Yeah.
See, that's what I really like about you. Is one, you're insanely positive, and two, nothing's ever stopped you. You're like,
Yeah.
There's people like, oh, I want to be an animator, and then
Right.
they never do it, and it's like,
Hey,
you just
there's
do it.
only
You-
one
you
difference
have to
between me and
just do
Levi.
it.
What?
I'm insanely negative.
Yeah, yeah, but you're like, I want to do a
Yeah.
podcast, and you did it.
Yeah, dude.
But I'm pissed.
Yeah, I know, but like, when I see my friends doing cool things, I'm like, that'll never work. And then I watch them do it, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm
That's
glad
why
I kept my mouth
That's the
shut.
most frustrating
Actually-
thing about making anything is watching everyone around you go, whatever, dude. I still got like dinner to eat later, so who gives a fuck?
You know what? It's interesting because in the very beginning, before I ever did any of my shit that I did, I always thought this would be a good idea. I mean, I always thought of it like as the Seinfeld vibe. Like, I always pictured it like at Cornucopia or something.
Oh, yeah,
which
yeah,
they
yeah.
just fucking closed
R.I.P.
permanently.
I
Like,
know.
which is trippy, dude. Like, different world. We're living in a different world, dude.
Yeah.
So, like, what I'm saying is, like, that's what I pictured, like, us hanging out because, you know, when you're really drunk, 2 o'clock in the morning, like, everybody's had that thing. I've only had a couple of them. But everybody's had it, like, maybe more than once or something, you know, where you're at Cornucopia fucked up, and then they give you, like, free food and shit. Did anybody
Or
have
did you
that
just
happen?
forget to pay?
Like, yeah.
I've never gotten
I don't
free
know,
food from
man, like,
Cornucopia.
did they
One of your
not give
sober
you-
friends took the bill for it.
Did they not give you like shit though? That like, oh hey, well, like we didn't, no one showed up for this. That never happened to you
no.
at 4 o'clock in the morning.
You must have that charm. You must be usually they say, get the fuck out.
You know, that's one of the things like in my life I've always like, I've been blessed in my life. You know, I don't like to like say it a lot, but like I literally feel like I have like kind of like, just like I walk through doors. You know what I'm saying? But it's because
Skeleton
I wait.
key.
It's because I wait.
called
It's
skeleton.
patience and like when that door opens, you know, it's because I'm ultimately like I'm really bad at being like a friend because I have so many like things in my mind where I'm like it has to be 100. You know what I'm saying? Like So if I'm having like a day where I'm like, I'm focused on this or focused on that, and I can't give you 100, you know what I'm saying?
don't wanna
Like,
show up,
it's
yeah.
really hard for me, you know, to be like, it's kind of like I noticed recently because my parents came into town and I had my niece and my son. And I'm sitting here and I'm going, oh, Bray, you're so fucking cute, right? And then I'm like, oh, my niece is over there. Like going,
Oh, dude,
what about me?
I have 2 kids.
I
dude.
know, this is what I'm saying. Dude, holy shit, right?
I constantly find myself telling my son how gorgeous and handsome and beautiful and awesome of a kid he is, and I go,
Right.
And you too, Penelope.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying, dude. The levels of things I've been like kind of tripping on because I've always been really like, dude, like it takes me a long time to sit and think. Like I just fucking think. So a lot of times even with me and Mid, like, you know, one thing that works with me and Mid is she knows that like sometimes I'm just like,
You got to sit in your meditation chamber, dude. It makes the force
right?
50 times stronger.
I'm sitting there, like literally, and I'm like, if people are around, I can't do that.
I'm the same way,
I'm like,
dude.
well, what do you need? What do you know? Because in the moments that I'm finally around people, it's for people, like, and also for me, because I'm like, dude, I've missed that. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Right.
so hard, dude, because then I'll sit and I'm like, dude, oh man, I don't know what they're doing. I don't want to bother them with like a stupid random thought that came into my head. You know what I mean?
There's something humbling about being in service to others, but then at a certain point, you gotta start asking yourself, like, okay, well, who in my life is worried about, you know, helping me out that much? And then you got to write off everybody around you and treat everybody like shit.
I see what you're saying with the writing off, right? Like, I get what you're saying with the writing off. But for me, it's like I really care about the people that I do care about. So I feel it's unfair to not be able to fully 100 give, like, because I love you guys. So if I'm, like, really busy, like, you know, like, when I was trying to get here, funny story. I was trying to get here, you know, and I was like, dude, I'm like making like food, you know, because we do both because he's such a little guy that we felt like, you know, like he'll sit on the like boob for like an hour or two, dude. And then I'll still feel like, dude, I don't know what the fuck's coming out of the boobs. Honestly, for me, I'm like, they ain't all FDA certified. Like, it was like they ain't all tested to know for sure.
You got to protect your
baby. And my
baby.
son seems kind of mad. Like, I mean, he wants food, dude. He's little and I think he has a high metabolism.
Oh, okay.
Is what I'm saying. I don't think it's her fault because, like, she got fucking milk. We can fucking store milk. We can, dude. But, like, this kid, like, he's already eating solids, dude. And he's fucking eating, dude. Like, I put the spoon in his hand and he's fucking eating with the spoon in his. I mean, he won't dip back in without help. But, like, motherfucker's like.
Motor control, yeah.
Well,
and
I
I'm
mean,
like,
that's
dude,
he'll do that
like-
with like chalk and
Yeah,
poop
yeah.
and everything.
Right,
anything
right.
anything
Right.
in front of him, really.
Right. But the fact of the matter is that it's like I really kind of separated because I'm super like I'm always like when I talk about with everybody, I'm 100% there. So like when I'm like with him, I'm like, dude, like I'm a fucking muppet for this kid 24/7, dude. I'm like, hey, do you want to know your ABCs? Because I'm here to inform you that they go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. You know?
That's a lot of
That's some shit, dude.
letters.
Yes.
Because this is my theory, right? We sing the ABCs. They stole the melody from Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. That pisses me off automatically because I like music, right? So I'm like, motherfucker.
Do you think the Twinkle Twinkle guy didn't get any royalties from that?
That's why I'm pissed.
I think they gave it enough time.
I'm kind of mad.
Is it in public domain at this point, though?
I'm kind of mad that's the laziness.
I think like
that
200, 300 years. I think it's
You know,
enough time to bring
Booker
it
T.
back.
Booker T. Jr. Look up when
I'm
was Twinkle
just-
Twinkle written.
Yeah.
It was written by Bach or somebody.
Really?
No. It was Wolfgang Sebastian.
I don't know.
Mozart.
It
It was
just
by- it was by
seems
Mozart.
like
Is that his full name?
He did
Wolfgang?
10 variations of it.
it
And-
just seems like in the mind if you're trying to like teach,
Yeah.
like that you're just like, wait, like if I was a baby and I go, that's the same fucking song. What am I learning? I just felt like, like I was like, dude, it needs its own kind of spin. So I gave it kind of like a Hills, like.
Give it a redux?
Yeah, I redid it, and I feel like that, he tries to do it now, which he's finally getting into that zone of, when I got really excited there, I broke my glasses. I didn't really break them. Because check it out, we can fix them.
Yeah. No, hey, okay. Not to come at you crazy, but like, what gives you the right to remix A B C D E F G H?
Because it's my son.
No, I know.
Because yeah. No, I get what you're
is
saying.
no, I'm just.
I get what you're saying. It's my son.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I realize this. So I'm like, I don't want to trip you up on that.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to. Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. It's a
banger.
song.
It's a banger.
It's
too, by the
fucking
way.
good.
Yeah.
So when I'm singing ABCDs to you, don't think I'm singing Twinkle Twinkle Little fucking Star. All right?
Don't get it confused.
Don't get this shit confused. It's ABCs and the Twinkle Twinkle Little fucking Star.
Don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted. But I also wore this shirt.
Oh, your
for
butthole,
you guys.
Butthole portal.
Yeah, almost didn't wear it.
Huge fan of butthole portals. For
Almost.
those of you who don't know what it is, it's like a Lynchian take on self-absorbedness. It's like Twin Peaks,
It
but
literally,
MS Paint.
It's literally when I learned that, dude, I had a problem, right? But when I made it, I was pointing the finger, right?
Okay.
This is the trippy part.
Can I tell you something real trippy real quick? When you're pointing a finger, there's 3 pointing back at you, right?
Dude, there's a whole butthole pointing back at you, and it's about to suck you into it. Like, you don't realize, like, dude, I got so obsessed with making cartoons. I mean, if you go back and look at when the cartoons...
What's your channel called?
Fucking Darth Eldon, I think, on YouTube.
Don't you have like 700 videos now?
It's fucking up there, right?
It was like 666 last I checked.
But some of it is like, like I was watching WWE. I started watching it in like 2013 again.
Yeah.
And the story behind that is because when I stopped watching, it's because everybody was like, hey, this shit's dumb.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I got older and was like, fuck you for saying that shit's dumb. I liked it. And then you said it's dumb, so I stopped watching it. So then I started watching it again in 2013 on my own accord to choose whether it was dumb on my own. Know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So then I started watching it again, and I fucking fell in love with it
you should
again.
Pull the anal dreadlock.
Yeah, dude, Anal Dread. That's the newest one. It's also, I think, maybe one of the first ones done in like widescreen. It's the new era.
Third one on the top row.
And then my dog passed away recently. I mean, like, I know we're up here, but like,
Hold on, we'll give it a sec.
yeah. Dude, this is one of my favorites, actually. Anal Dread. Hey, man, what are you doing? Have my dreads lost their sauce? Yeah, they don't look very saucy. You can pull it out manually, but you get more sauce if you wait till I fart your lock out my butt.
No, that's gross.
Thanks, man. My last dip crusted up a bit. No problem. I might need a full dip here soon. Mine are long enough to dip my own tips. Nope.
Anal dread. Anal dread.
Music in the background.
Every time that actually involves in the very first. If you watch my cartoons, Sparktoons is what I call them, you'll see Goodfather. Goodfather is the guy who's out there.
Oh, okay.
He's a recurring character. He's on his way, like, kind of like searching for the way, the truth, and the light, right? So every time he ends up going somewhere to learn about this guru or deity or, you know what I mean, like someone who's highly praised,
Right.
he's very, very, like, just brought back down to go, holy shit, what the fuck is going on here?
What's his name?
His Goodfather. So, but you won't find it in Goodfather. You'll find like holy milk, holy water, And in the first, it started off as like good father and bad father.
Oh, that must be it right there.
So that's one of them right there. So you'll learn like kind of like that good father is like this priest, and then you have bad father at first who was this priest, but the bad father did some
unpriestly things.
Yeah, and good father's like
very priestly.
yeah, right, in our time and era, but the other one's good. He doesn't believe in this, but he still is trying to find the way, you know what I mean? Like, some of these are based on true stories as well, which I think Holy Milk is. This actually happened in another country or something, and so did Holy Water. Yeah, so they come... And so he's obviously inside the confessional, and there's something going on in the confessional.
What were you doing in there?
Father, her crops would not grow. She said she would sow and she would sow. I told her that from
So yeah, there's like Dookie Smoke,
drips
which is like a real story too about the
that if she
dirtiest man
sucketh
alive,
upon it,
who
then
like
she would
smokes
be
his own
blessed.
poop. This is a true story.
I
You heard
do-
about
yeah, I
that guy,
heard it.
right?
He's a-
Dookie Smoke. I made a cartoon about it.
Honorary member of the Dirt Brigade,
Yeah, dude, this guy smokes his
whether
own
he knows
poop.
it or not. Yeah.
So I made a story where Good Father goes and meets that guy. You know what I mean? Like, so it's kind of like real things that I've run into that I'm like, are you serious? You know, like, this is really happening in our reality. You know what I mean? Like,
Dookie Smoke, dude. It's the beginning of The Pest.
dude, The Pest.
Great movie.
Wow.
10 out of 10, perfect movie.
Growing up, dude, I loved that. Was like everything you could ask for in a comedy. It was there.
Rap.
I mean, like, yeah, right in the beginning, dude.
Elmer was on it.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Beautifully rendered.
Yeah, right. You like that cactus over there?
Yeah.
You want to know the funny thing about that cactus? I drew a full cactus. You just don't get to see the rest of the cactus. Right?
So you want to be dirty? I'm the Dookie Master, the dirtiest man alive. To become the apprentice of Dirt Father, you have to smoke poop.
No, that's gross. I don't want to do that.
Not my poop,
The actual
Father.
funny thing is,
Your
like,
poop.
Most of this footage, I have like the clips of
No, that's
someone
gross.
who
I don't want to do
named
that
for-
either.
If he doesn't want me to name
I
it.
just thought that
I'm just reusing
you were skipping
his
showers
clips in
and stuff
different
like that.
ways. Like kind of how they
We don't
chefed
do
it
that
in
either,
South Park.
Father.
I'm chefing
I've already
it with-
collected yesterday's poo. For I am the Dookie Master.
I don't
I
wanna do
get
that.
browns.
Dookie Smoke! Yeah. Dookie Smoke! Yeah, dude, they just hit Dookie Smoke! So yeah, that's my kind of thing. Anytime you see Good Father, you'll hear like a rendition of Dookie Smoke or Holy Milk, or it's the same song, you know, that kind of hits you. So Anal Dread was kind of like the perfect way to bring fart tunes back. Dookie Smoke! Further the journey is like, but it's also to like, you know, Dookie Smoke! I just thought it was funny to think about how people were like dreading their hair and like used each other to smoke. Just like pressed them into their bubbles and then they farted out, you know, like
Dookie Smoke.
Is that the Lion King font?
Dookie
I
Smoke.
don't know. You know, honestly, Pem or whatever they call it, PEMDOS, not fucking PEMDOS, MDOS or whatever it is. They have like those fonts. So whatever
okay.
fonts they allow me to use, I'm like, fuck yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, it works with Dookie Smoke, you know, like.
I use
So
the font a lot
so yeah,
for that kind of shit.
you know, but I've been trying to get here a lot sooner since, you know, having my son and shit. But like my dog died, which, you know, like I'm mentioning this because it took me a lot to get past that, dude. That hurt me to fucking, dude. And not only that, but like, dude, going through like, and it's crazy because all the women are gonna be like, you didn't go through shit. But I'm like going through like birth.
Yeah. It's pretty scary.
Dude, they don't tell you enough how fucking stupid this is. How fucking, like, dude, I have PTSD from it. I cried for 30 hours
Holy
watching my wife, like, fucking hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, having, like, dumbasses fucking around that I gotta yell at because they're being stupid. And I'm like, you guys are fucking dumb. And then I'm fucking stressed and crying, and she's hurt. It's my fucking fault.
Yeah, well,
you know,
you did do it.
nobody says it's my fucking fault. You know, so I'm sitting here like, dude, never again. And I want to be like a abstinence king now. To go, oh, they were telling you true. Fucking don't. Just
How about the part? Did you get to the point in her pregnancy when she was like, dude? There's a point like Mariah was so pregnant, and we go to the doctors, and the doctor is literally telling me, he's like, you know, sex is a really good thing at this stage in pregnancy. It could help like break the mucus wall and induce, you know, like fucking labor or whatever. And I was like, no way am I fucking that fat pig.
Oh my god,
See,
dude! What the?
I'm different because, dude, sex to me, I'm like, dude, I want to have sex every day. Like, it's just this thing that's ingrained.
Well, I mean,
in-
don't get me
Dude, I
wrong.
lost
So do
my
I,
hair.
just not with a
They
fucking.
say that people who lose their hair have like a high
Testosterone.
testosterone. And dude, I'm telling you, dude, I like to have sex every day. So like, also having a baby, you don't get to have sex every day.
No, lots of jerk.
You're too fucking busy. Like, I'm just gonna say, like, you know,
And
they
her
don't tell you this. So if you want to have sex, don't fucking have a baby, because then you can have a lot more sex.
Dude,
you know, like,
and their vagina is like stapled shut for like 6 months.
I mean, yeah, you got to you got to do that for like 6 weeks. I mean, and that's a long.
Well, that's actually.
That's a fucking. Long fucking time. Okay, dude. Like,
Whoa!
6 weeks
We can do
is
that?
a long fucking time, dude. I don't know if you can do that. I'm sorry if I did
Hey,
that.
hey,
You're
no,
supposed
there's
to
no
do
rule,
that.
Levi,
But-
Levi. Have 2 kids and then just never have sex again.
Dude.
How about that?
I'm
Oldest
sorry.
trick in the book.
Please.
Sure got her.
I'm not trying to make. I don't want to. I'm just saying, like.
Because
Wow.
not only after
I mean, I still get to have sex. I'm just saying, like.
not only
it's
after
not
the
like,
pregnancy is they're I mean they're out of commission, but then they're busy constantly. So by the end of the day, okay, both the kids are asleep. I'm like, hey, how about some me time? She's like,
I have a question. All right, I have a question. It's like daytime, right in the middle of like, you know, oh, dude, oh, you're so sexy. You're like, oh, man. But then all of a
happens
sudden,
in the middle of the day. For
all
you?
of a sudden night comes, right? And then it's like, oh, I'm tired. I'm like, I'm tired too, honestly. You know, but I'm like, dude, at fucking 1 when we were talking about this shit, dude, it should have been game time. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
So all I'm doing is adjusting. So I'm finding this adjustment, but I'm like, you know, you got to build the wall and shit. So
That's the thing about that they say about the different, like the hormones and like the waves of like how when they hit throughout the day.
Yeah.
Women, midday about 2, 3 in the afternoon, hormones are spiking.
yeah, right.
Okay, morning time for men. We wake up
Oh, dude.
ready to fucking eat sushi.
morning.
and then but then we fall off. We're ready
You
to
want
work
to know
in the
what's funny
afternoon.
to me? In the morning, they're like, oh, my breath. I'm like, you think I give a fuck about your breath?
I haven't brushed my teeth
Give me
in
that.
months.
I'm like this, your breath? You know what I'm like? I'm like, dude, that's what's getting me going. Like, honestly, like, you know, I don't know.
Little spice in your
Just
life.
like shit, dude. I'm like, I didn't even fucking know. Where are you? I'm here. My dick is hard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's morning.
We got to take a break on that note. We'll play one of your cartoons for the people.
Yeah,
and then,
anal dread, so they could see it or whatever.
Well, we'll watch those with them.
Yeah.
I'll put them on the thing.
Dude.
And then we'll put one that they haven't seen up.
Okay.
Y'all let you pick it later. But yeah, we're gonna take a break. We'll be right back, folks.
Dude.
That looks like a good spot to take a piss. I've watered those grapes with my piss for like 25 years straight.
These grapes are so good. I wonder what made them this way.
Hey, what are you doing?
These grapes are delicious. You should try some.
That's my piss spot.
Sometimes they're wet with the morning dew.
Yeah, do. That was once.
Yeah.
Actually, I have an
That's the
IMDb
stuff.
credit for that line.
Really?
Yeah.
You're on IMDb?
Yeah.
I worked with the dude at Walmart that was in IMDb. He worked on like video games and shit that we liked.
Oh, really?
Final Fantasy, one of them. I never played it, but people liked. When I say we, I was born
The
into a time.
Royal we.
Yeah, I mean, the royal we. I was like, I never really played Final Fantasy, but people liked it at the time.
Dude, how sick would it be to have a golden shower in Royal We, dude?
Royal we.
You know,
The queen.
Yeah.
The queen
With her
just pissing
corgis.
all
The
over you.
corgis just licking your balls. You know what
I
I'm
heard,
saying?
Yeah,
I heard
dude,
the only
the
way to
balls
become.
licking.
I heard the only way to become the Queen of England is you have to fuck everybody in England.
Yeah, that's true.
Whoa.
Actually.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's the law.
You
That's
know what's
pretty
That's
funny?
a matriarch.
So do
You
you,
know-
after your queen, you have to keep fucking?
Yeah, of course.
So
everything's a new-
anytime there's a new like of age
Yeah.
suitor,
did-
and does that mean
The age of consent in England's like 11 or
do they
something weird
consider
shit.
LGBTQ
well, there's the laws and then there's the
XWXYZ?
royal laws.
Yeah, the royal laws. So
Do
you know
they-
what? We would be in jail right now, actually, if we were in England.
Oh,
we have.
you know what?
America has the most robust first
Robust
free
breasts.
speech.
Speaking of
Free speech laws.
LGBTQ, whatever, you know, I don't know. I never remember the last ones.
Oh, there's a couple variants because they're not
Right.
decided on it yet. but
So
there's-
LGBTQ,
That's the
etc.,
general one,
etc.,
That's
etc.
fine.
Oh, there's
So
a J in there now for
J,
Joker.
Q, the rest of the alphabet,
Oh, Joker
etc. So whatever, it's something about like, anyway, what I'm talking about is like, did you know that if you go down on a chick, apparently it releases some hormone and that stops your hairline from receding and like will like strengthen your hair
What?
growth or something?
Well, if we have
apparently, I don't know. It's one of those things.
If we have any volunteers, my hairline's receding. So.
Yeah, it just is a thing. like,
I don't believe that you have not been eating
I don't
pussy.
even. I know. That's what I'm saying. Is I like it.
And now your
Oh,
shirt and your shorts.
And you know what I do though is like I realize like look, there comes a point in your life where you go,
In every young man's life.
okay, so it's not that I'm bald, it's that my hair thinned on top. It wouldn't be a big deal if I wore my hair a certain way, like if I trim the sides, my sides are fucking thick, right?
Dude.
So the sides are too thick for the top.
Right.
Which there is thinning going on, right? But here's why.
I have a suggestion.
I worked at Walmart, though, and it pulled. I wore a ponytail that pulled my hair back.
It does.
Every
That
day
does do
for
it. I
3
got
years.
a thin part on my hairline because of a ponytail, I
For
believe.
3 years, dude. I wore a ponytail. Fucking.
I have a suggestion for you, though.
Yeah.
I say grow the side hair out. Never wear a hat. Grow the side hair out hella long. Get super fat. Lose a prominent tooth. This is a style. Stavros. Dude, this guy is rich, and he looks just like that. You should look just like that, too.
Yeah, but check this out. Triple H or something like that isn't better.
Stone
Can you,
Cold.
can
You know what I mean?
deliver,
Like,
will you deliver
I
us,
mean-
with your microphone, will you deliver us your best wrestling promo into the camera?
You can actually stand up next to that mic, right?
Yeah, if you
let's see.
see if that
So I
mic
just
cord's
take
long enough,
this.
though. Yeah. Let's see how far you can go. You
I
can get
mean-
there.
I don't think.
He can get there.
So I got to kind of.
Yeah.
Be
And
down
get
like
right
this.
dead center there.
You give us
Make
a
that all
brother
yours,
or something.
dude.
Say, brother.
So listen here.
Yes.
I hear that you've been thinking that you've got what it takes to go up against someone like me. But let me tell you, when you're messing with guns like these things will go off on you like something you've never seen before. You may have watched Suicide Squad, the new one or something, where they're just fucking shooting non-fucking stop for like an hour and fucking 50 minutes. Well, I'll tell you this. You fuck with a guy like me, huh? And I'm gonna give you a couple more than that. I'll give you like 4 hours and 45 minutes of fucking non-stop guns just fucking pumping in your fucking wherever.
That was actually
I
really
mean,
good.
I mean, you know, like.
Fuck, I got that fired me
I
up.
noticed you wore the hat. I'm sorry if it was a little sweaty.
No, it's fine.
I'm very sweaty of a person.
That fired
check
me
that
the
out.
fuck up.
That is
Dude,
a signed
Booker T. Dude.
Signed-
Wait, what?
That's
Signed
signed
by
by
Booker
Booker
T.
T. That was a gift to me from Benson. I never had the interaction, but Benson had got that for me.
What?
Floyd,
Dude.
Floyd Miller. He's the
Dude.
Floyd.
Miller. He's the
glass man. Anyways, he's
the ass man.
he's an ass man. Speaking of ass man, now he wishes that
What's the
Booker
point?
T was his dad.
Dude,
I do.
He's always loved, but he's always looked up to Booker T like a father figure.
you know what? He can be that, but your dad was your dad, right? But this guy could be like another dad.
He is. He always
Like,
has
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. I accept him as my a
So,
brother.
so you got like
smooching dads. You know what I mean?
your dad, dude.
A
You know what?
cuddler.
Yeah.
That's one of the
Cuddling dad.
things. This is gonna be like a really daddy episode or whatever, dad stuff.
Dad
but
centric.
like I've never really,
This is the real
you
Father's
know,
Day
like
episode,
realized like how like crazy it was. Like my stepdad, you know, when I was growing up, you know, I remember this one time like we got in this fight, and I took this water bottle and his bottle. I took it and I was like, "This is you," and I dumped all the water out. You know what I mean? I was like, "Dude, you know how fucked up that is? This is my stepdad, my real fucking dad, chose to be my dad, and he worked so fucking hard to give us a place to live." And then, like in my mind, when I think back, I'm like, "Oh man, I didn't get to spend a lot of time with them," and I'm thinking, oh, you know, like he wasn't there or whatever. But I'm like, dude, motherfucker was there giving me a place to sit there and go,
Right.
where are you at?
Dude,
like, you know, but he worked really fucking hard.
My mom had always like boyfriends and shit.
So step boyfriend.
Yeah.
yeah.
They
But,
were good things to look up to.
there
though, right?
was the only one.
No, I mean, it could have a good
The o-
result if you want to take it that way.
The
you
only
know?
one that was actually worth the shit and like had a good job and was taking care of my mom, Bobby Kistler. I just told him I hate him every day.
Yeah.
I was like, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, and I would like punch him in the nuts.
But
and
it
then
was
tell my mom
almost
he
like
hit me or something.
it was almost like probably in some psychological
and I
way
do regret that.
where
'cause
you
he
were
was a good
like,
guy.
dude, he was being so like real that you were like, I don't believe this. you are a fucking asshole. You know, and you just like tempted, you tested.
Well, it's just like you're not my dad.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know.
I feel bad for stepdads.
But that happens, you know, and then I think back and I'm like, dude, it took me right when I had my son and I was like, dude, my stepdad was the best fucking dad ever. Like, wait, what? Like, you know, like, because I thought for so long. And I was like, you know, I mean, I was always there for him, but, you know, it's weird, too, because, like, I call him Donnie, you know, but to me, I mean, his name is Donald, you know, but to me, Donnie was like saying mom. You know what I mean? Like, it's really hard to explain, and I feel like if I tell them that, they don't get what I'm saying. Like, but to me, when I called him Donnie, I mean, what grown man is called Donnie? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, Donnie Osmond, but that dude's a pretty froofy, you know what I mean? Like, that's a Donnie, you know what I mean? Like, he's in the entertainment show business, you know, it's pretty. Mm-hmm. But... Yeah. I mean, what kind of grown man is actually Donnie? You know what I mean? So to me, it was like mom and Donnie. You know what I mean? So always to me, like Donnie was saying dad. You know what I'm saying?
Donnie, daddy,
yeah,
Donnie,
so
daddy.
Also to me is like it's really hard in my time going, I'm dad, but dad has never been a name to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's never been like.
Wait till you're just like completely alienated yourself, and you're like, wow, advice from a dad would be sick right now. And then you're like, I guess I just gotta figure it out.
Yeah,
gotta wing it.
Dude, no, it's really trippy shit's going on now that like I'm watching this like little thing come from like where like, you know, a lot of people don't like to admit this, but you told me in the beginning like all he cared about was his mom at first.
Tits,
but
dude.
Honestly, they don't give a fuck about nothing for a long time. Even the boobs are just like, oh, we're not even there. Just put it there. We're still not fucking here. You know, and it was just like, dude.
They have no perception of you at all. It's just like
he would stare at
delivery service. And then imagine it's probably blurry.
And he would stare, and I'm like, just sitting here, and I'm like, dude, you know, and then they put him under the blue light. Because, like, jaundice or whatever, you know, whatever. And, dude, that was fucking hard. So everything we went through in the hospital, I felt like I was in, like, this weird prison where they weren't letting us leave. And they were just, like, you know, coming in every 5 minutes.
Dude.
And then they were, like, arguing with her. And I was like, no, motherfucker. I remember shit. You're lying. Get the fuck out of our room because you're not the type of nurse that we fucking want in here. And you're fucking arguing with my wife so you can fucking go. Like, and I was sitting here with a blanket pulled over my head pretending to be asleep because I know this shit. And I was listening to your fucking conversation the whole time, waiting to go, motherfucker, you need to fucking leave because you've overextended your bullshit and you need to fucking go. I tried to give you some bullshit time, but now you need to go and get another nurse in here.
Dude, we need another
and
promo.
Bitch is like,
another promo, dude.
Yeah, and then bitch is like,
Dadly,
dude, she's honestly like, oh yeah, there's not another nurse. I'm like, motherfucker, now you're lying. I said, you know, I'm like, there's not another fucking nurse in the fucking hospital. I'm like, bitch, I just saw one like 5 minutes ago. Get that one back in here. Like, you know, I'm like, I know there's another nurse in here. Now go and get that one in here. You know, like.
I always imagine like the nurses' break rooms, it's like a bed and they're bouncing, there's pillows and stuff, and a lot of bras. And
I felt bad because
accurate?
You know, being a person who stands on both sides, but is still like, oh, this is my side. I still have an ego. I'm the one. But, like, being there, like, going, oh, man, they had to deal with, like, the worst fucking, maybe not the worst, but I'm like, I wasn't fun. I wasn't, like, you know, I feel like I just, like, was like, dude, motherfucker, I was like, we're leaving. I'm like, regardless. I'm like, we need to go. I need to take my son and put him in some fucking sun. Your little blue light ain't doing shit. I want to go take him into the sun. We'll fucking come back. Give us a fucking appointment. But you're keeping us fucking locked in here. My wife's going fucking nuts. I'm going nuts. And I'm allowed to leave every now and then and go sit in the car. So I'm like, motherfucker, we're going. And like, then they're like, oh yeah, your insurance or something. And I'm like, oh man, you better figure something out because you legally can't keep us here. They're like, yeah, but insurance won't cover it. But then they figured out how to let us go. So they let us go early.
So if you bitch
we
enough,
went home.
they'll let you.
I told them nothing against you. I was like, look, most of you are really good nurses. You're great nurses, and you guys have tried really hard to make this a good experience. But once we fucking had the baby, you should have sent us home, because we're the type that wants to fucking be alone to where you guys are just fucking doing nothing. Basically coming and poking and like prodding and making him scream every fucking 5 minutes. Where like, I don't know. I understand science because I was going to be a nurse. But then I also understand, like, if you're going to keep us there for 3 fucking days, fucking push this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a little bit too much just rushing of certain tests, certain things, according to me, because I'm sitting here, like, going, oh, man, I feel the pain for him. I don't know what he's feeling. I can't fucking tell if he's, like, but I could tell that, like, I had this angel. And then they did everything they did. And then he started fucking screaming and shit. And I was like, dude, you're fucking him up, you know? And he had to stay in the light for like 24 hours.
Yeah.
And after that, I'm like, I don't mean to just like go off on that. But it's like, dude, I feel like it's a little crazy where I'm like, it's also COVID time, which usually they would probably let you go sit in the like area to go outside.
My son was a COVID time baby.
You know? Yeah.
And it was a fucking... I mean, like, dude, they told me that if I had any symptoms of a cold, that they wouldn't let me back, and I had to wear a mask the whole time. So, like, any little tickle in my throat, I was like, oh, no.
Dude, I know.
And I had, like, hold in coughs for, like, hours.
Pretending you don't have to cough that, like, weed cough.
Yeah.
You're just like, you're starting to feel sick. Did you ever get sick from your holding your weed cough? I got nauseated from that shit, dude.
I did go and smoke weed and then had to come back and be like,
no, I'm just naturally, like, I smoke a lot of weed. I mean, I smoke a lot
too, so
of
it
weed,
makes
like,
you...
so I'm always got, like, something to cough. Like, I'm constantly... I mean, 10 minutes goes by, I'll smoke more weed. Like, 20 minutes.
I
just smoke, like, if I could...
I like to, at the hospital...
Just, like, constantly be smoking.
At the hospital, I do stuff like this. Like, I go outside to smoke weed.
Yeah.
And then come back and just, like, obviously super fucking high and, like, stinky. And be like...
But see...
Dude, there's a skunk out there.
It skunked me.
It's like fucking skunk season or something. No. And then I just go to my room.
No, see,
it's like totally legal to smoke.
That's the thing too, is like
throw them off.
Just so highly look at him and smile, like smiling, dumb high. Just like there's a skunk out there, dude.
No, see, that's the thing too, is I didn't smoke while I was at the hospital. I didn't leave, so I feel guilt really heavy. So like if I'm like, oh yeah, Pymed and my baby, I'm gonna go smoke some weed at my house real quick, and I'll be back.
No, I had weed in the car. And then the only time I'd leave other than that was to get fast food.
Yeah, but even then I was like, dude, I would just go outside just to walk, because I was like, dude, these people are fucking pissing me off, and she'd be like, dude, you need to go, because you're like, you know,
losing it.
I just yell at these people who are being stupid. I mean. And the part that gets people is that they're like, man, we are being stupid, but you're not supposed to know that. Like, you know, like, and there's an element of like what they're doing is right, but at the same time, they're just over the top. It's just
people, 9 to 5 for them, dude.
Yeah, I know, exactly. They're not thinking of it like
individual experiences.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
they're
their
not
daily
thinking
life.
Like, oh, you know, they're like, oh man, it says I got to go check in on these people at this time. So every time I had to explain to a new nurse, like, dude, we're just the type of people you just like leave us alone, you know, like if we got a problem, we'll let you know. We're not trying to tell you our whole story, you know, like it's just like, I don't know. And just going through what we went through, I feel like they didn't, you know, realize the stress level. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm just like a bitch or something, because like
yeah, you sound like a real bitch.
Fucking
right now,
hurt me, dude. And I still feel like not okay.
Yeah.
From going through everything we went through.
How old is Bray?
To where he's now going to be 6 months.
Jeez,
so
time
he's
flies.
Eating food.
I remember we had the gender reveal party.
Yeah, dude.
At my house, that was fun, dude.
Yeah, dude.
And we did a special.
That was the shit. And then a second one where she got to come on too.
That was great.
Well, the first one where I announced it, and then the second one was the gender reveal.
Yeah, and you had the song already. And shit. Bray,
dude.
speaking of, do we have any criminals we could pull up real quick? We have a.
Oh.
Yeah, look.
We have a little game we've been playing recently.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, I can look up some stuff on my laptop actually.
But in the meantime, let's ask Levi. Obi-Wan.
Oh,
You liked it? You were into it?
I loved it. I've never been the type that goes, hey, your art didn't do what I wanted it to do. I've been the type that goes, hey, your art. And then I go, oh, but you didn't do this, so I'm going to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've never
It's
been.
giving you opportunity.
Yeah, I've never been where like, oh man, I hate that. That's been in my control to go, oh, I don't like the way that turned out.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the story presented to me, and I love comic books. I could read 5 different versions of Superman.
Yeah.
And go, this is a great one. This is a great one.
That's
This is a
what I'm
great
talking
one.
about. You're like the most positive person.
Yeah.
So go ahead. Excuse me.
I think that when you're doing artwork, I think it's important to, like, the less critical you are of other people's art, the easier it is for you to create your
Oh,
own.
dude,
It really is.
Ozzy sang it in a song. It says, "If you choose to criticize, then you choose your enemies."
Yeah.
So I think I interpret that as like if you're out there criticizing other people's work, then you are literally being the thing that if you're a creator, that is your opposition. Like that's your opponent,
it's like a
is the
confusion
criticism.
of what's actually happening. I feel like
But
where
at the
you're being
same
inspired, but
Same
instead,
time.
yeah, at the same time, what?
If you're putting it out there, it's fair. It's open game.
Disney's a bunch of like racist hypocrites.
Yes,
What?
and also.
So-
There's also people who are regular like you and me working at Disney every day who are trying to hide things in
Right.
Disney. There's also a secret sub group of people who are rich and in some sort of group that's also editing into Disney. And there's also in
All
WB,
kinds of messages
also
and
in like
things, yeah.
it just is like
So we have a game we've been playing
yeah.
recently on the podcast. It's we show you pictures of people who've been arrested recently with their mugshots, and you have to guess what they did, what their crime was. So right now we have this fellow right
Dude,
here.
I
What
love
do you
this.
think this guy
Like,
did?
Dude, this guy was like responsible for like manufacturing like super like heavy like some sort of particle generator of some sort where like I don't know like where he could do something with plasma.
I think he killed some younglings.
He might have.
Okay,
Dude, this
he
shit
might have.
is
So
the
some
shit,
kind of
dude.
generator.
Yeah, he built a generator plasma.
and then killed some. young
And he
ones.
killed some
Okay,
people. Like
let's do the
while
reveal.
doing it, and he didn't care what they went through. Like he just did it for science.
This is Vorg Aslam, species unknown. Was a male criminal serving a 35-year sentence on Delrian prison planet for stealing speeders.
Fucking who hasn't stolen a speeder?
But for what? See, he was stealing
Okay.
speeders, so he
He's
could
probably proud of the swoop gang or
something about the generators, energies, plasmas.
Yeah, there's the more to that.
Yeah,
I don't
they
remember.
only know what he was doing. Like
Hang on, I
they
got
don't know
another one.
why he was doing it.
All right.
You know.
Now we got this guy.
Oh, that is a classic look of Gleep Glorp's Law.
This guy.
A violation of
So,
Gleep Glorp's Law. definitely.
After Jabba the Hutt died, the keeper of the keeper of the Rancor.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Rancor died.
Ah.
The original
Yeah,
keeper.
the guy that cried in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, he got really upset, so he went on a rampage, and he slaughtered a lot of
Sand people?
youth and
Oh, okay.
sand people.
I wouldn't really
youth.
call them people, but
Yeah,
go ahead.
but first he killed a whole school, and then he went on to just slaughter sand people because that was afterwards where he was like,
in Star Wars, there's a lot of mass blastering.
yeah.
going
So I think he just kind of went crazy after his Rancor died, and just did all kinds of crazy things.
Okay. And then what do you think, Josh? Mass blastering?
Hold on, let me get a good look at this guy's. Yeah, he's a violator of Gleep Glorp's Law for
Yeah.
sure. That's definitely.
This guy's name's Nilox Cabin Rose. He's a male, human criminal serving 35-year sentence in Sunspot prison for forgery, specifically of New Republic credits.
Oh,
God,
He was
these are all
printing
weak.
credits, dude.
that guy don't even look rich.
I got a weak
Don't,
sauce.
don't look at the next guy.
Dude, the other guy looked richer than the other guy.
All right.
It's a lot easier to
Yeah.
like non-space criminals.
Yeah, this is.
know,
I like
a little
the style,
impossible.
but I'm like, I don't know any of the things you get in
Possible
trouble
crimes
for.
you can get.
Yeah,
That
I
guy?
thought everything was allowed, but you know,
So what?
Okay.
We'll do the last round. What's this guy's name for all the beans in the basket?
what's his name?
I'm sorry. What's his crime? What's his
I don't know, dude. We would be shit out of luck if we had
What's
to guess.
this guy's name
Since
for all
all-
the beans in the basket?
Since all the crimes have been like
Katarp Norkian.
fucking just blue collar crime.
Okay, Katarp Norkian. He
Katarp Norkian, that
he-
sounds legit.
Yeah, he was
Upsets me how fucking.
Katarp Norkian.
It's got the right amount of syllables.
It's because I played a lot of KOTOR. Okay,
Ah, such
you
a
know,
good game.
like
Yeah, KOTOR's sick. dude.
KOTOR, dude. You had to
Both of them.
make your name.
Yes.
You know, and you could do the like random name.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
all the names kind of were like
all
that. Katarp
very-
Norkian. You
they're
know,
all very
like
Star Wars.
Yeah,
It's got
dude,
it's
they
got a
were
flavor.
really good
yeah.
with that. You know.
And then they have some dude named like Samuel Gonzalez or something.
Yeah.
Just out of nowhere.
You're like, I'm gonna
It's
be
just a
Samuel.
space Mex- It's like a space
America
Mexican.
Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah,
Like
well,
in that
if
one
you watch
movie.
the show,
Yeah, yeah.
there are actual people named like Saul.
I know what you're talking about. The new Mom movie, right?
Doctor Criminal.
Yeah, Mom.
Doctor Criminal.
Mom.
Mom.
Mom. Right?
Mom.
Yeah, that way
What are we doing?
it's Mom. Multiverse of Madness, right?
Oh,
Mom.
multiverse of
Yeah,
madness.
yeah, dude. I was trying not to get copyright infringement.
Oh, we
Right.
can talk
We-
about it.
Yeah,
Please say
yeah.
those words are still on the table.
Mom.
Mom? Shh. All right,
Anyway,
what are we
Mom.
talking
Yeah, I don't know.
Strong
Something about
arm-
Kevorkian.
Strong,
Skill
Dr.
Kevorkian.
Kevorkian. Strong arm robbery.
Yeah.
Or
I'm
Yeah.
gonna, I'm gonna say strong
Leg
strong tentacle robbery.
I think
Robbery.
that
I
he
can't talk,
just
dude, I'm a little drunk.
he just passed away of natural causes, and
not
it's
a
just a
criminal. Nothing about that dude
regular
was
or
natural.
it's a regular obituary is what we're looking at.
Yeah, we're just looking at an obituary.
We're looking at the newspaper. Like,
All right, let's see. Is he dead? Sethro Dagry, species unknown, was a male
Seth
criminal serving
Rogen.
70-year sentence in Meglock's Beta Penitentiary for extortion and murder.
yeah, but is he dead?
It doesn't say.
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. How he's dead. It's an obituary.
Get this.
We don't know if he's dead or not.
Get this, folks. It's a bonus round.
Okay.
Well,
Boner round.
This was a galaxy far, far away a long time ago.
Boner round.
What'd this guy do?
That's
Oh.
first of all, that's Bam Margera.
Yeah.
And he's
He got in trouble for
He
being
went
a
missing from
splice
Earth,
of
and now he's a
Ian
criminal in space.
and Bam.
yeah.
So he got in trouble for looking too much like two different people.
For escape, he does look like
He looked like one left side was Ian and the
Yeah, it
right
looks like
side was
Ian
Bam.
went to prison.
Aaron. You mean
But
Aaron Danger?
One side, no, it's like left and right. So if you split it on one side, it was Ian, and then the other side it was Bam. So he got in trouble for looking like a cross-dimensional creature.
Yeah.
That's what I think. That's all I can.
Okay,
Picture.
in trouble for not really being kind of too ambiguous of
Yeah.
a race.
He looked too different.
I think he's got a bestiality charge for fucking a bantha.
He was hitting,
Or that.
he was hitting one too many bantas in the poodoo.
Dude, he's getting
Right.
some bantha poodoo for sure, dude.
Right.
All right, let's
He
see.
does really have a really strong Bam chin. I'm looking at
Let's see what we got.
yeah, this guy.
Torbil Danzin was a male human criminal serving 25-year sentence in Sunspot Prison for attempting to kidnap a senator.
Oh man, everybody does that though. I mean, that's kind of the thing in Star Wars. If you're not kidnapping a senator and you're like a thug or something.
Everybody's kidnapped a senator in Star Wars.
I mean, like, yeah, I mean, if you're not a part of the syndicate that did that or doing it yourself, you're kind of not a bounty hunter or a part of the syndicate.
That's so funny that you mentioned it because our next criminal here is is a sand person who is also in Sunspot Prison for
Yeah.
attempting to kidnap a senator.
Once again, I wouldn't call them people, but
If they're all in Sunspot, why are they all still in Sunspot?
Because it's not a rehabilitation center, man. It's a fucking scam, dude. The prison.
Yeah, but if you have all
the space prison systems are there just to make criminals better at being criminals. It's part of a funding thing.
If you have the
real
most,
life, I'm talking about space prison.
Yeah.
Space prison is a racket.
But if you have like the most badass criminals all in one Sunspot, everybody was in Sunspot.
You created a militia.
Like, what are you doing? Because I thought about that. I was like, if you took all the shitty people in the world, like if there was some weird power that took like the shittiest of people and put them in one place,
Death Note 2.
that would be the worst thing you could ever do. Because then all the worst people are in one place going, hey,
I did this shitty thing. You want to?
Hey, we're all shitty together. We could do some crazy shit to the other people who aren't shitty, you know?
We gotta wrap it up, guys. And say our goodbyes.
Anyway,
you guys don't talk to me about wrapping it up. You have
saying something. I thought we were talking about something.
We were in the middle of something.
Remember we were talking about something?
Getting some bantha
Dude,
poodoo?
see, every time. Like, yeah, I was like, Butthole Portal. I was trying to talk about, like, Butthole Portal and stuff
Darth
or
Eldon
something.
on YouTube?
I mean, yeah, because I was like...
That is the channel name. Darth
and then
Eldon.
my dog died. Like, I'm trying to talk about... I know it's sad, but, like, dude...
Silver screen
I gotta
tattoos
talk about
for
how my
tattoos
dog,
for me.
you know...
Yeah, let's hear about the demise of the dog.
I
real
loved
quick.
my dog, dude. He was in everything. If you look through Studio Neverman, dude, and for the last 2 months, I did, like, an honorary thing for him. So if you watch April's 10-year event, you'll hear him bark for, like, 4 minutes. Because he died, or he passed away, I had to put him down because he was just... He fought till the end, dude. And it's the reason I want to talk about it is because it took me a long time to get to where I don't cry, where I talk about I'm sad about it, but I'm like, dude, I've had so many things where, dude, I went on to Google Earth randomly. I was sitting outside and I was like, dude, motherfucker, I went on Google Earth and I searched up my old place where I lived with my parents on Ithaca.
Yeah.
He's fucking sitting out there on the fucking, like, porch, staring at me, motherfucker. Like, that's why I'm saying, dude, this shit is fucking nuts, dude. And my dog is still there.
Give us one last promo about how much you miss your dog.
Dude, my dog is the fucking shit, dude. I love that dog, dude. I miss worrying about him every fucking day. Dude, I miss, like, just, like, being able to hold him. When my baby went to sleep, dude, because people are like, oh, it went out. But anyway, when my baby...
Say goodbye.
Yeah, bye-bye, bye-bye.
I've been speaking with the devil in his lake of fire, and I've just received word he's about to retire. Guess who's next in line? It's me!